Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Um, there is a oath that doctors take, and many people are familiar with it. It's called the Hippocratic Oath, not to do any harm to a person. Many Jewish people also take the oath of Maimonides, which is similar to the Hippocratic Oath and contains similar ideas. But in ancient days, there was also another oath, and this was called the oath of Asaph the Healer. Asaph the Healer. And in this oath, which was also similar to the others, there was one interesting extra point. And that was that a doctor is not permitted to reveal secrets that he learned from his patients to other people. In other words, confidentiality. And we know that today confidentiality is something which is practiced extensively. It's practiced certainly by doctors. You will not find a doctor who will tell you about a patient that he has. You go into a hospital and you ask the nurses or the doctors about a certain person, they can't tell you anything about him. Also, lawyers, of course, also practice that. They're sworn to confidentiality. Rabbis also are sworn to that as well. And someone else is also sworn to that, and that is God. God is also sworn. God doesn't tell us his secrets unless he needs to, unless he wants to. And that's something that we find throughout history that we ask, why did things happen? Why are things happening? And we don't have an answer. God has chosen not to give us an answer. Sometimes God does give us an answer, but very often he does not. And he does that for his own reasons. A story is told about a man who was walking down the street and he saw a young boy with a pot with a cover over it. And he asked the boy, "What's in the pot?" And the boy said to him, "If my mother wanted you to know what was in the pot, she would not have put a lid on it. Obviously, she didn't want you to know what's in the pot." And similarly, it is with God. Many things he doesn't tell us, and we wish he would. We would like to know so many reasons for things. Why was there a Holocaust? And why do the good suffer? And why do the wicked prosper? And so many questions. And throughout history, there have been many times that we were not told. When Moshe received the Torah at Sinai, he was given the entire Torah, all of it, from the simple interpretations to the most mystical. But for whatever reason, he was not permitted to tell us all of it. It was revealed to us over a period of time at the right times. First, he gave us the Ten Commandments, and then he gave us the Chumash, and then he gave us the Mishnah, and then the Gemara, and then he gave us the books of Kabbalah. And many people ask, well, why is it that today Kabbalah is revealed? People can read it, they can study it. Hasidic philosophy is very Kabbalistic. I thought that only people who are 40 years of age and older and have studied the entire Talmud are permitted to study Kabbalah, but today we find that everyone is doing that. And the reason is because it's the time. It's the time that God needs us to reveal it, and it's necessary to reveal it. A story is told about a king who had a beloved son, and the son became very, very ill, very, very sick. And all the great advisors and doctors could not cure the son. So the doctor became very, very worried. He went to a great scholar and perhaps a mystic, and he asked the scholar if he has any ideas of how to cure the son. And this scholar said, "Well, Your Majesty, there is one element that could possibly cure your son. One element that's found in the world." Well, the king said, "Certainly, let's get it immediately. Let's feed it to my son." "Well, where is it?" The wise man said to the king, "It's found in the jewel on top of your crown. That's where it is. If you're prepared to take that jewel off of your crown, the highest, most precious diamond in your crown, we would need to grind it up, make a powder of it, and feed it to your son, and that possibly can cure him." What do you think? Well, what do you think the king said? He said, let's do it. There's no question about it. We need to save my son. And they did that. So today, also, the crown jewel of the crown of the Torah is Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, Hasidic philosophy, and now is the time that our generation needs it. We need it to study it, to revive the generation that is lost to assimilation and to intermarriage and to all kinds of problems that we're having today. We need that diamond. We need it badly. And for this reason, God has given us permission today to reveal it. But those things that we don't know about, that we were not given, are not meant to be given to us yet. So when things happen, we wonder why. The answer is, well, it's not the time yet to be revealed. And God willing, when Mashiach comes, if not earlier, it will be revealed to us. But in the meantime, God also keeps his confidentiality as well. Shalom, everyone, and have a good week.